And we become aware how sacred each and every single in-breath and out-breath is. Already, the very consciousness of ourselves, indeed, the very electron spin, the atomic and subatomic levels come into a great alignment and indeed a great gematria. This is an elevated gematria, and the gematria is the six-pointed star immediately. And so we breathe together as a divine collective, connected through the heart and through the mind, the highest service for the divine. It is indeed this great love, this eternal love, this unconditional love, a love that is beyond description. But it is a love that we sense in the deepest part of us, for we have been created out of this love. And indeed, it is that we yearn for. This part that we know so intimately, so deeply. And so it is the call of the soul. It is the pulsing of the soul that we reach for, that we desire, and moves us in spite of challenges and fears and concerns. It is something that stays and is eternal, and we know it and we sense it. And that brings us through lifetime after lifetime, experience after experience. And at the deepest part, in the purest part of ourselves, we know that we have agreed to do all of this in our own personal growth, as well as being service for our love of God. And so in this long and winding journey, we experience many different things on many different layers. For it is not just one thing, but it is a complexity of things. It is an enormity of things that brings us truly into wonderment when we begin to reflect just how massive and expansive all of this truly is. In some way, in some part, we are part of it. And so in our musings and wondering, there's a point that says, but we are so small, minuscule to what there is, but yet there is that other part that says, but you are part of it all, and that powerful. And so, beloveds, we come together as an expansive family of light, all having their individual and collective experience to bring us here in this moment, this eternal now. And what brings us forth together, beloveds, is a sense of purpose, a sense of mission, a sense that I am to do something in this reality dynamic I find myself in, but still and yet having a cosmic memory of many other realities at the same time. Indeed, beloveds, this is the great paradox, because both the microcosm and the macrocosm exist in once. And so as you choose in this reality bite that you have so absolutely agreed to come, and if you hear these words, not only to come and experience, but to serve, because you come with a sense of mission and purpose. This has been your holy agreement from before your birth. And you come into this birth now as the firstborn that holds the deep cosmic history of the great ancient of days. And it is this part that comes forward in your life. It is this part that brings you into this moment. For it is indeed the unveiling, the moving away of all that has been dulled, all that has been covered, all that has been miscreated and distorted. And as a new sun rising, there's a new clarity that begins to dawn upon you. And in this new clarity, you walk your path with more assuredness and power than you've ever had before. For as you make known the unknown, you become empowered and anchored truly in that ancient partnership, agreement, mission, and purpose. And so this great blossoming is taking place for you and for all those who have made this ancient agreement, partnership, and promise. For each and every one holds that ever vibrating unconditional frequency in the compassionate heart. Indeed, it is the compassionate heart that has brought you lifetime after lifetime into this reality of a world of materiality, of a lower density and restriction. And in this commitment of this compassionate heart that you have for this beautiful celestial body, known by many names, Earth Mother, Tara, Gaia, she has been here and she has been holding the sacred holy space for a great moment in this galactic and cosmic story. And so it is all those who have heard the clarion call, those great and magnificent souls who have said, we will make ourselves small, reduce our power, our energy to come into the frequency of the earth, take on the body of the earth, knowing that the veil of forgetfulness will be strong and powerful. And in the Maya, the earth that seems a reality so very real, encapsulated in a reality that seems to be the only reality. So life upon this earth moves into a continual cycle of rebirth over and over and over. But still and yet, there are those great sparks that do come because it is and has been made out of unconditional love, compassion, bringing to the children of light who have come upon a mission and purpose to remember who they are. And these great sparks that come from the ascended realms of light as a reminder to clear the cobwebs of the mind, to move above and beyond the distortions and the miscreations, to bring in the singularity of that unconditional love that comes from the creator source of all things. And so the firstborns, the first to come, those are the ones that are in the forefront to remember this, to move it forward. And that is your role, beloveds. For you indeed are the leaders. You indeed are the pioneers to bring forth the ascension. the reawakening of the masses. And in this role that you play requires you to be and understand the truth of who and what you are, and move past all of the earthly distractions and all those things that would make you small and little, all those things that would draw from your esteem, that would move onto your emotional bodies, that would bring in doubt into the mental body, that would bring dis-ease to the physical body. But you have within you the transcendence, indeed, the transformation and the transfiguration to move beyond and see clearly the larger cosmic story and your role in it. And so we say to you, beloveds, there is great rejoicing as each and every one of you have continued to move on your path of light, to bring you to this moment, to bring you onto the great quantum leap, anticipated, expected, and prayed for so long. You know who you are. You know your individual journey. You know what has brought you to this moment. And we say to you in that knowing, you have your skills, you have your spiritual power, and to trust that. For we say there will be many that will come to try to dissuade you. Indeed, the only true and dynamic that you are attuned to, listen to, and give guidance is that comes to you directly to guide you where to go, what to do, what tribe to be with, what to believe, what not to believe, what to resonate with, and what not to. That is within each and every one of you. And when you are able to do that with more and more clarity and come together as a singularity in a group connected in heart and mind, you are unstoppable. You are the great co-creators of the ascended realms of light, bringing the great Earth Mother with you, a commitment made from the Ancient of Days to her. And as such, beloveds, we say to you that your Earth Mother is very much in resonate and understands and knows your footprint. As you walk upon her, she knows you personally. And now is the time to speak with her so you can listen to what she says. For there is a great collaboration, partnerships, and agreements that are coming to a head in this great and mighty work. There are so many streams of consciousness and radiant ones converging together in this great celebration of ascension, of not only of the Earth Mother, but beyond that. It ripples throughout the cosmos. It is something that is identifiable, that is noted throughout many, many dimensions and many worlds. And there are those that cheer you on, supportive, loving, but there are those trapped within their own misguided frequencies in service to self, not understanding the higher purpose and vision, stuck in a frequency that feels challenged, where there's the lower emotions of jealousy and greed and power. So it is the children of light that navigate through that dynamic on many, many levels, bringing in the higher discernment and the skills that you have developed. As you continue to make known the unknown, there will be the unfolding of the higher levels of what you are a part of. And your conscious participation, help, and support. And as you do that, you are supported, lifted, loved, admired. And so we say, beloveds, you walk on your path of light, moving in the undulating waveforms of unconditional love, walking into those disciplines, those understandings, to be your authentic self, and the courage to be your authentic self, walking on the path of light, ever remembering who you are and what you are here to do. And with that, beloveds, we say to you, you do not walk this path alone. You walk with the radiant myriad of radiant ones from various streams of consciousness, united together in the singularity 0 point of unconditional love of the Creator. And so you have the resources to draw upon, the resources indeed to draw upon the many, 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 many life forms, so diverse, innumerable, to bring in those parts to assist you, to help you, to guide you, and to move you forward on your path. As you commit to your path commits to you. See very clearly in your spiritual eye the 6-pointed star of the Star of David. The Star of David from the time of Abraham, from the very beginnings of the Adamic seed. This Star of David holds innumerable codes and messages, understanding and guidance. As you gaze upon it, as it comes into form, you see it clearly in your spiritual eye. It comes as fire, illumined fire, a fire that is not recognizable in an earthly realm. You see it strictly now as a flat surface, but as you look into the center, you can see that it has depth. Indeed, it looks to be a tunnel in triangular form. And as it blazes this fiery, fiery light, you sense that you are to enter. You know that you are to enter. And individually and as a collective, as we look upon ourselves, we realize that we are in a higher body of light. And so entry into this magnificent and powerful gematria, we're able to do so with ease, grace. And by single file, we move into the center of this 6-pointed blazing star. And as we do, we go through a dark, dark tunnel. but our steps are assured as we go step by step, moving forward through the darkness. And we realize as we go into the unknown, into this void, we are in a void of all possibilities. And we can see that there is a blazing sun ahead of us. And we feel assured we go through this tunnel that is dark, but there's a light. And so we are drawn to this light. And indeed, a speed picks up and are stepping one step in front of the other. And we come into this magnificent light, a light beyond description. But we feel, sense, and know the love that emanates from it. It knows indeed is welcoming, loving, and compassionate. And so easily we step in, and as we do, we see the myriad of others, radiant beings there with smiling faces, welcoming all of us, individually and collectively. And there's a sense of familiarity here, a sense that this is something we know, that all the radiant ones that we are connected to, as they welcome us and they smile, it brings the memory, indeed, of Shambhala, a place of great peace, place of great understanding and culture and vision, a place that we know, seemingly so foreign from the earth. But this we know, and it is as if it is a great reunion. As we look at the myriad of faces and all those radiant ones that embrace us with joy. We stand in this brilliant light, a light that we're so comfortable with, a light that we easily acclimate with, a light that we can see clearly with. And as we stand there, we are filled with this energy of compassionate love, emanating from all the radiant ones, from their higher heart, welcoming to this frequency band of the sacred journey. The family of light surrounds us. And from their higher frequency of unconditional love, radiate their love, support, understanding, compassion, and upliftment. And all we simply need to do is be. And we get the message and the understanding that we, the family of light upon the earth, the work we are assigned to do and what to do, we will know and move forward confidently. Each having their assignment that only they can do. So this great empowerment, upliftment, moves through each and every single cell in our bodies on many planes, the physical, the mental, emotional, for as it is, in this we are connected to our earthly bodies and to all the subtle bodies in between. We bring in the divine sacred coding into our life vesture that we find ourselves in. And we are infused completely with this illumined light of the divine. We stay here now a few minutes in great gratitude and in great reflection as we experience this on many levels, all at the same time. Our commitment to our Earth Mother comes forward. We remember. 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 And now we sense the return and we gaze on the loving, radiant beings surrounding us with their love. And we now make our way out, moving back. But this tunnel is no longer dark, but illuminated. We see the crystalline structures, many colors, as we journey back out of the flaming Star of David. As we will come back, we look one more time at this magnificent structure, gematria. And we see it begin to fade and go back to its source. Understanding this gateway and portal was a grace and a blessing, triggering our cosmic memory. Empowered and imbued to do the work we've come to do upon the earth. With grateful hearts, we begin to draw in our electromagnetic field as all those who have participated in this draw in theirs. We have a sense and a remembering of the Shambhala worlds and the great crystalline worlds. Peace, love, and of immense light. And we intend to be back fully into our physical, mental, and emotional bodies with a clearer understanding and commitment of why we are here upon this earth and what we are here to do. And on the count of 3, we will intend to be back, awake, and grounded. fully into our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. To retain the memory and to bring forth this thought before we go to sleep. The count of three, we'll be back awake, alert, and grounded. 1, 2, take a deep breath in, and 3, you're back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.